Good morning, Amos. Where on earth have you been?
I have been for a constitutional. Got to keep fit.
I've done you a nice kipper. It's in the oven.
Oh, right tasty. Thanks very much, Mr. Wills.
Have you had any thoughts yet about what we should be doing?
Oh, there's no rush.
Thought I might ring the brewery, ask their advice.
Well, it's a bit previous. There's no need for that yet.
Might be useful, though. Find out whether we should sell up completely or take on a manager. What do you think?
I don't want to talk about it now. Just let me enjoy my breakfast in peace.
We've got to start thinking seriously about this, Amos.
I know. Just that it makes it all seem so real somehow. So I'm really going to leave.
Hey, look at the wheels on that buggy. We should get one just like that for our kid, you know.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great?
Yeah.
But before we get buggies, clothes come first.
Oh, I can just see us now walking through Beckendale with him. He'll have a great red jumper suit on, little white boots and a hat.
Hang on, what's all this about him?
Oh, the Bates dynasty. I can feel it in my jeans.
Come here, stupid. I'm really looking forward to this, aren't you?
Yeah. I used to hate shopping, but, well, this is different. This is for our kid.
How do I look?
Very smart. I'm sure the bank manager will be impressed.
Well, I hope so. Listen, I've been thinking, if we won't extend the overdraft limit, do you think it's worth asking to extend the time limit?
Well, I don't see why not. It'd make it easier for us if we had a bit more time.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Listen, I'll order the feed on the way back, so I might not be home in time for dinner. I'll grab a sandwich in the pub or something.
Well, you should eat something hot.
Yes, Mum.
I thought Joe was going with you this morning.
Yeah, he did. About as much use as a sore thumb. He's still down about Kate's attitude. Who wouldn't be?
I thought a bit of work might do him some good.
Well, not that I could see. I mean, he knows he's not pulling his weight, but knowing it and doing something about it are two different things.
Well, what's the answer, then?
I don't know, Sarah. Give him some time, I suppose.
There's all this work to do. That won't wait for him. I suppose it's still all down to you and me.
And Archie.
Well, definitely all down to you and me.
Well, he's supposed to be mending that wall up on the top 20 this morning. I was just going to go and check him out.
Oh, I'll come too. The sight of Archie working will be a rare pleasure.
Oh, look at this. It's fantastic. You look great in this.
You will, Nick, in about a year's time.
Right then. Where should we start?
Over there. See those little all-in ones?
I had no idea.
What?
Well, there's so much stuff. Having a baby is more complicated than I thought.
Don't worry, Nick. I made a list. Right. Best first. We need at least 4 and 4 of these little stretch suits.
Why so many?
Babies are messy, Nick. We need 1 on, 1 in the wash, 1 drying, and a couple ready to wear.
How do you know all this?
Comes naturally. As soon as when we get pregnant, we know it all, just like that. Yes, Mum, of course. Come on, you'll soon get the hang of it.
Archie? I think you're supposed to be doing this.
Oh, you're managing all right without.
We'd manage better with you.
What do you want me to do, Jack?
Labouring, Archie. It's what we're paying you for. You pick up a stone from that pile there, and you dump it on that wall there.
Right, oh. Anything to oblige.
Do you think you could manage to dig a trench, Archie?
Yeah, I would imagine so, yeah.
What trench is that?
Well, that gate that keeps getting bogged up, I thought we might put some hardcore down before I put the U's in it. I've meant to do it for years. I might as well take advantage of Archie here.
How do I do it?
Oh, you just dig a trench, 6 foot by 8 foot, and put some drainage pipes in.
Sounds like hard work, then.
Well, it's what we're paying you for.
Yeah. Just been thinking it's getting towards my dinner time, so I'm just going to pop off and get some now. I'll see you later.
Well, thanks for your help, Archie.
No problem.
Oh, look at this coat. Isn't it lovely?
Isn't that for a girl? I mean, supposing it's a boy.
It doesn't really matter at that age, Nick. They all look the same.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, bah, how about that?
Oh, that's nice. You'll love that.
Wow, look at all the nappies. There's hundreds of them. What sort do we get?
I reckon disposable. It's much easier than washing out terry nappies all the time.
Yeah. Hey, why is there two different colours?
Pink for a girl, blue for a boy, silly.
Yeah, I know that, but what I mean is, why is there two different types?
Because little girls go downwards and little boys go upwards. So they're padded in different places.
Really? That's wonderful. Well, how many do we get then?
Oh, Mum said about 10 a day, maybe a few more.
That many?
Anyway, we don't need to worry about getting nappies just yet. And we can't.
Why is that?
We don't know whether to get pink ones or blue ones. Can't start our baby out in life wearing the wrong nappies.
When you go on then, Amos?
Naught to do with you, Bill Middleton.
No, just thought it was all decided.
I will not be rushed into outbit likes of you. If I'm retiring, it'll be in my own good time.
I thought you said you were all ready to go overnight. Making a right song and dance your work.
If you will leap to conclusions, Seth Armstrong, that's really no concern of mine, and I'll thank you to keep your nose out of where it's not wanted.
Apple juice.
A polite word wouldn't go amiss.
Grateful.
Pardon?
Grateful, that's a polite word, isn't it?
Maybe Archie Brooks. You know very well what I mean. Is it too much to expect a bit of civilised conversation these days?
Steady on, Amos. It's only Archie being his usual self.
No, well, it doesn't matter who it is. A bit of respect to one's host doesn't seem much to ask.
What's up with him? Take no notice, Archie. Is everyone his turns?
Oh, we're hoping to bump into you.
Oh, you silver-tongued charmer. You certainly know how to sweep a girl off her feet.
Oh, do you think so?
No.
We're hoping you'd cheer this place up a bit.
And what would you like me to do? Dance on the tables?
Be a start, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Archie. No chance. Could I have an orange juice, please, Amos?
Certainly, Miss Tate. How very pleasant to see you.
Thank you.
Not at all, Miss Tate. It is always a pleasure to welcome customers who do not feel need to pry vulgarly into private affairs of their hosts, unlike others as I could mention. Thank you, Miss Tate.
What's up with Amos?
Don't worry about it.
All right, I won't then. Anyway, why are you so bored?
Why am I so bored? Beckinsale's not exactly its centre at universe, is it? I mean, once you've seen Amos, that's it in way of entertainment.
Oh, well, my mother used to say there is no excuse for boredom. We had to make our own entertainment.
Like what?
You could have a point, Archie. It's not exactly very inspiring, is it?
Don't worry. All the time in the world to think of something.
Do you really need a cot?
Of course we do. Baby's got to sleep somewhere.
Yes, I know, but if we get a cot, we then need sheets and blankets. We need to do some really serious thinking about this, Elsa.
What happened to the proud father who wanted the best-dressed baby in Beckindale?
He ran out of money, that's what.
Look, Nick, we've got no choice. We have to feed the baby and clothe him. We need all these things.
I know, but look, we've already got about £80 worth of stuff already. And we haven't even started properly yet. I mean, we don't have a pram or a cot. What are we going to do?
We'll manage.
How, Elsa? You're talking about needing, what, 10 nappies a day? Did you see the prices on them? By the end of the month, you're talking about £60 and £70 just on nappies. Elsa, we can't afford this baby.
Soon be Christmas. Are you doing anything special?
No, be a bit odd, I expect. Our pact not to keep booze in the house. Christmas without the odd glass of something will be a bit strange.
Well, you'll have to sneak into our flat. I'm sure Chris will make sure we've got plenty.
Yes, maybe. Hey, you better get some mints in as well, so Frank doesn't suspect anything. Still, it's always the hunt to look forward to.
You'll be getting some booze in for that, won't you?
Oh, yes. I shall be serving a full stirrup cup. Frank won't mind. It's his business, after all. Oh, which reminds me, I want you there.
Yeah, I generally go on the local hunt. Tag along just for the ride.
No, more than that, Kathy. I want you there as my colleague. I mean, the hunt should be one of my major sources of income. So, we'll be demonstrating our capacity for a full livery service, which means doing it absolutely right.
How do you mean?
Well, getting all the right gear for a start-off. I mean, we're not just showing them that we know what we're doing. We're showing them that we're actually a part of it. So I want to see you in the full hunting rig.
But Kim, that's going to cost a fortune.
It's an investment as far as I'm concerned. Look, when we're done here for the day, let's go over and have a look at some brochures, OK?
You're back early. Did you have something to eat?
No, I didn't. And I didn't go to the feed merchants either.
Why not? What's up?
Well, I didn't see the point. I didn't have any money and I didn't have a checkbook.
Michael, what happened?
The bank weren't interested in extending the overdraft, Mum. In fact, they're calling in the debt.
What?
Yeah, we're broke, Mum. Stony broke. Even took away our checkbook.
Fine, Amos. Aren't you supposed to be working up at Emmerdale, Archie? Isn't it time you were getting back, dear?
You're a fine one to talk, Seth Armstrong. Isn't it time you were getting back to the fish farm? I sometimes think I'm only one around here who knows how to put in a full day's work.
If you served our drinks a bit quicker, I might get back to work a bit quicker.
Seth, do you think that trout have brains? I mean, all they have to do all day is swim around, innit? But then again, what makes them decide to swim around? Why don't they just sink to the bottom?
Something I've never thought about, lad.
It's interesting, though, isn't it? I mean, do trout think? Can they think?
Can Archie Brooks think he's more to the point, I would have thought? There doesn't seem much sign of it.
I once knew a fellow to goldfish once. You reckoned it was intelligent, so he trained it.
Oh, what did it do? Oh, no, Mr. Wilkes, don't encourage them.
Oh, he got it to swim round in circles.
There you are, see?
What sort of a bowl did he keep it in?
Just an ordinary goldfish bowl, you know, one of them round ones.
Idle chatter of fools. The sooner I can spend my days in peaceful and meaningful contemplation, the better.
You are retiring, then?
As I informed you earlier, Seth Armstrong, I have no intention of allowing my future plans to become focus for idle chit-chat in this bar. Now, if you will excuse me.
Will you get me my pint, Henry?
Meet the star of the show.
Oh, our Robert.
He's going to be in the school nativity play.
Hey, that's great, Robert. What part are you playing?
The innkeeper.
Go on then. Off you go and take your shoes off. Tea will be ready soon.
Innkeeper? Not exactly the biggest part in the world, Sarah.
Watch it, Jack. You're talking to Beckendale's favourite barmaid. If it wasn't for the innkeeper turning away Mary and Joseph, baby Jesus wouldn't have been born in the stables. And then where will we be?
It must be a mistake.
What's happened to that last market cheque?
I paid that in.
Well, when?
There. Look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's it then.
What?
Well, I was banking on that, but we've already spent it.
We couldn't have done. Give me the book.
Well, we have. We're way over our overdraft limit.
It can't be. Look, let's check again.
Look, keeping looking at it won't make it any better, Mum.
No. It's even worse than we thought. We've got the next quarter's rent to pay as well.
Yeah, I've already thought of that.
But according to this, the last quarter hasn't even been paid yet.
It must have been. You paid it, didn't you?
No, I thought you did.
No.
Michael, I was praying you'd forgotten to enter it.
So what does that mean?
Well, adding in the next quarter, we'll owe Tate over £2,000. And what with the bank?
Oh, all right, there's no need to spell it out. We're right up the creek without a paddle.
Apple juice?
Oh, yeah.
And a white wine for me, please, Amos.
Still alive then, Archie?
Apparently.
Only I did wonder. There's a wall half repaired. I seem to remember you were halfway through it when you went off for your dinner.
Ah, well, I got a bit held up.
You're well off without him, Sarah.
Fancy a game of darts, Arch?
Might as well. There's no else to do.
It's not that bad.
Evening, Rachel. Archie.
Hi.
Isn't it? I don't know. Old Tony could always organise a Bible reading evening for us, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah, sure. When do you want to start?
No, I'm going to play darts.
Half a bidder, please, Amos.
With you in the money, Tony.
How's Joe, then?
What you'd expect.
I wish I could do something. I don't think Kate realises how tough it is for him. I tried to tell her, but she doesn't seem to listen.
Have you seen her again?
Yeah, the other day. I'm sorry, Rachel. I didn't mean to let it slip out like that.
I need to get some feed in.
Do it on the credit card.
We're already near the limit on that, and we'll need to pay it sometime.
And so what? We're in so much debt already, a few more quid won't make much difference. How on earth did we get in this mess anyway?
We've been losing money for months now.
No, I don't mean that. Why didn't we know? You're supposed to do the accounts. You should have said something.
Oh, Michael, love. I know. It's my fault. I've been sticking my head in the sand. I mean, look at all this lot. I've been putting them in the drawer unopened. I didn't dare look.
For heaven's sake, Mom. I've been working my fingers to the bone, and for what? Nothing.
I'm sorry.
Well, sorry's a fat lot of use now, isn't it?
Well, it hasn't been easy for me either, you know. What with the Elsa and that arson business. Oh, I knew we were close to the limit. But I sort of hoped if I didn't look at it, it would go away. Listen, Michael, don't tell Elsa. I don't want her worrying.
Well, she's got to know sometime.
Yes, but not for a while.
You're sticking your head in the sand again, Mom. There's no point. Look, I'm going out. Do something to take my mind off all this.
So long as that doesn't mean spending money.
What money?
Look at that pink jacket. Oh, it's fabulous. Not fair, really.
What?
Oh, hunt etiquette, you know. Ladies never wear red.
Never mind, black suits you better anyway.
Yes, true. Now, what about you? What have you got?
Well, I've got everything, really. It's just not very smart.
Right, well, let's do the lot, then. Get jacket, breeches, riding boots, hunting caps. Oh, and you can sew the ribbons up.
Sew the ribbons? What on earth for?
Only the huntsman may allow his cap ribbons to flow freely. And wear his stock pin vertically. So the rest of us must sew up and wear our pins horizontally.
Well, I wouldn't want to upset the huntsman now, would I?
Quite. So let's do it properly. We're going to Skipdale this week, get ourselves fitted out. All the gear. Horizontal pins and all.
Oh, Kim, you can't go buying all this stuff for me. I wouldn't feel right.
It's part of your job, Kathy. The tools of the trade.
Well, if you say so.
Why do you keep seeing her?
Because she asked me to.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Look, I know it's hard for you, my seeing her when you don't, but what do you want me to do, refuse?
Yeah, I know. I don't blame you. It's just I can't understand why she'll see you and not us. How is she?
She's better. She started work in the prison library.
So?
I know it doesn't sound much, but believe me, it's quite an important step. It shows she's beginning to get to grips with things.
It's Joe I'm really worried about. He just can't understand why she won't see him. And I don't blame him. No word, no sign, nothing. It's as if he's just got to erase her from his memory, forget she ever existed. He can't do that.
I know.
I mean, how much longer is he supposed to go on like this? Does she know what she's doing to him? Somebody ought to tell her. She's obviously got no idea of the effect she's having.
You gonna tell Joe that I've seen Kate?
I don't know. I don't like deceiving him. There's been far too much of that going on recently. But then, if I tell him, he'll be really upset and annoyed.
Sometimes it's best just to keep your mouth shut. Look, if I see Kate again, I'll let you know, okay?
Boring isn't the word for this. I'd rather be at laundrette watching me washing go round.
Yeah, well, don't let us keep you if you've got better things to do, Archie.
Like what?
Well, the late-night laundrette's opening hot, and if you're interested.
No, we need somebody else to play darts.
What about Seth?
Oh, it's ridiculous. He's rubbish at darts. Remember last time he played? Oh, Mike, do you want to play, mate?
Nah, not really.
God, another one with a face as miserable as sick. Have a drink, then.
No, I'll get me own, Archie.
No, come on, have a drink with us. He'll have a pint. Gin and tonic, Zoe?
Yeah.
Wait, Rach?
Yeah, right.
Right, and I'll have an apple juice, please, Sarah.
Look, I'd really rather get my own, Archie.
Nah, you're all right. What's up here, anyway?
Nothing. I just want a quiet drink by myself, that's all.
No, come and play darts with us. I mean, it's you. It's your round, Rach.
Well, you ordered.
Well, I ain't got any money, have I? I'm just a poor labouring man.
A bit more labouring wouldn't go amiss.
How much, Sarah?
There you are. Been looking for you. Well?
Well, what?
You haven't even noticed it.
What?
Over there on the wall.
It's a gold disc.
I checked at the shop. Your sales are in double figures. I'll leave it to a secret. It's not real gold. I had it sprayed.
You're gonna be mad to go and do all that.
Why not? What's wrong with a bit of madness once in a while?
Chris, I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I love the gold disc. But that song would never have been recorded if I'd have known what you were up to. I'd have never gone on that stage.
That's why I didn't tell you.
I just never know what you're up to, though.
That's what makes it exciting.
Yeah, well, it gets a bit too exciting sometimes. The quiet life does have its points as well, you know.
What do you call a man with a spade in his head?
I don't know. What do you call a man with a spade in his head?
Doug! What do you call a man without a spade in his head?
Douglas.
Right, your turn, Zoe. Oh, no. Oh, what do you call a man with a seagull on his head?
Cliff?
That's rubbish.
No. As this bloke ought in a pub like that. It couldn't be like that, but it's like that. And he says to the landlord, he says, hey, landlord, does your dog bite? And the bloke says, no. So he goes to stroke the dog stroke, and he bites his hand. He said, here, I thought your dog doesn't bite. He said, doesn't. It's not my dog.
Oh, right.
All right, fair enough. Get drinks.
So it's me?
Yeah.
You've no shame, Archie.
No, I haven't.
Sarah. Are you and Rachel going to subsidise them all evening?
Well, they are short of money. Rachel and I are earning.
So could Archie if he wanted to.
Yeah, well, it's not exactly up his street, is it? Hard work.
Hey, you look better, mate. A bit cheered up.
Yeah, well, I'm enjoying myself, aren't I? Yeah, she's all right, that Zoe, isn't she? For a take.
Yeah. I quite fancy you, don't say up there.
Hey, I reckon we should swap teams, Michael. You and me against Archie and Zoe.
Yeah, why not? We should easy beat them, I reckon.
Yeah, no problem.
Bit of a wasted journey, really.
Never mind. We got our first teddy for a first baby.
Daft, though, isn't it? We go out to buy clothes and stuff, and all we do is come back with us a teddy bear.
I remember my teddy. I loved him. He fell apart in the end, though. Every baby's got to have a teddy. It's special.
Hey, listen to that. It says here that an average baby will use up to £500 worth of disposable nappies in a year.
Yeah, well, they say it costs about 40,000 to raise a child till they're 18.
So we win the pools, then. Look, I'm going to have a word with somebody. Maybe have a chat with Dolly about some of Sam's old stuff. Maybe Jack, too.
My baby's not wearing cast-off clothes, Nick. No way.
I don't see that we've got any choice, Elsa.
No, and that's final.
All right, then, well, what do you suggest?
I'll go and see Mum. She'll lend us some money. We'll manage, Nick. You'll see.